that want to help, be helped. And I just thank God for that. And I thank God for my family here. For all the encouragement you all have gave me throughout this year. And it's just a blessing to me for somebody to come up and say to me, how are you today? You look good today. That's all right. That's to me, that's a blessing from God. So I just want to say thank you all. Keep on praying for me that I keep my hand in God's hand and do what He wants me to do, not what I want to do. As the songwriter said, after all the things I've been through, I still have joy. So I don't know about nobody else. And I don't care how you look at me when I get up here and praise the Lord. I'm going to praise the Lord. Because He has been too good to me. And I'm going to keep on praising Him until He said, servant well done. So just keep on praying for me that I will do God's will, not my will, but God's will. So just keep me in y'all prayer. And Happy New Year to everybody.
You look good today.
That's what I'm talking about.
Miss Buttershow.
Humble thyself in the sight of the Lord.
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 And He will lift you up. And He will lift you up. You know Jesus is the Son of God.
Jesus is the Son of
God. Jesus is the Son of God. And He died for us. And He died for us. Now amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Amazing grace, how sweet
that saved a wretch like me. That saved a wretch like me. Now I once was lost, but now I'm found.
once was lost, but now
I once was lost, but now I'm found.
once was lost, but
I was blind, but now I see. Said I was blind, but now I see. Now when we've been there 10,000 years, we've been there 10,000 years. A bright shining as the sun. A bright shining as the sun. So humble thyself in the sight of the Lord.
humble thyself in the sight.
Oh, humble thyself in the sight of the Lord.
Humble thyself in the sight.
And He will lift you up. And He will lift you up. And He will lift you up. And I know my God will lift
Brother Shelley. I like that. All right, next we'll have the amazing Brother Hubbard.
Everybody blessed? Yes. My task is to recap 2013. And many of you, I want you to understand that it's been an extremely active year for us as a congregation, only be topped by 2014. But we've had challenges and blessings, and although we have, I do want to remind you of some of the things that transpired this year. This year, we added the extremely blessed and gifted duo of the Terrains, with their stand, the Steve and Harlan Terrain, new elders added to our family in 2013. That's one of the things we achieved this year. We also had officially ordained 2 deacons this year. Actually, the Harrises of the Moore family both to stand, whereas they're over here. 2 deacon families added to our family on this year. We began the process, a task that has been needed for 20-some years, the revitalization of our once dead-looking kitchen back to life on this year. Also, we began this year video conferencing. For those who don't know, on our Monday night K-Root course, we video conference and have people tuning in from Bahamas, Houston, Atlanta, and I've had some others across the country interested to learn, and we're developing people. This year we went to Bahamas, and with the gift of the one and only Monty Tapler and family, went with us in India and worked with us in Bahamas. We had 7 baptisms in Bahamas on this year. This year, the one and only gifted and great couple we have of the Parhams. Where's Willie and Jeanette? Y'all stand for a moment. This year they first headed up from our seniors. Went to Orlando, Florida this year and had a fantastic time. Took all the seniors to Orlando and got them back in one piece. That was a job all by itself. We thank them for the hard work. Really does great work. And also this year, in case you have not known that, Brother Parham's been traveling back and forth to Muncie every other week, preaching in Muncie. So he's preaching in Muncie, lives working out of town. We want to thank them for the hard work. What I appreciate about, of course, Jeanette works with our educational ministry, and what I appreciate about them is that Willie doesn't need to, he doesn't, raise a flag and need a horn blown, but Willie's working all the time, and he's always open to be used. We thank God for you, bro. You've been a blessing in 2013. A great one of our preachers here at King's Church. In case you did not know, also, we made an impact in Dubai. I had a guy come from Dubai this year to talk with about the work over there, as well as the work in India, and our part in Guatemala continues to be strong. They began to understand that the sponsoring church for the work in Guatemala is Kingsley Terrace, and foundationally the work that happens over there is directly connected to what we do here as a part of this family. So I want you to realize, whether you have a chance to go to Guatemala or not, God is using us as a foundation for the work that happens over there. There are difficulties and challenges that they face that you may never hear about, but your leadership here works with them to make sure that work continues successfully. So not just the campaigns, but also those students who graduate from the school there. I also want to tell you that we've had many new saints added to our family and many restored. And we did, as alluded to earlier, we're blessed with Tim and Dallas for over 5 years here as a part of our family. But understand, our job with them was to develop them. We have developed and ordained about 8 preachers since we've been here. And all of them are helping, either preaching or helping to preach somewhere inside this country. That's the work of Kingsley Terrace. Our job was never to bring them here and keep them forever. But understand, sometimes we give the impression that the Andersons made Kingsley Terrace. We were Kingsley Terrace when they came. God used us to use them, used us to bless them, to help them to grow, that God can send them to Southside and Montgomery, Alabama, and know what to do, because they've been here for the last 5 years. God bless you. So we thank God for the gift that God used us for. So it's a lot of that, we lost them, and what we going to do? Well, we still being blessed. God is still using us, doing great work. We want God to bless the work over there. They needed Tim Anderson. Right. But Tim Anderson wasn't ready for them until he came through KT. Amen? Right. Thank God for that. Keep them in prayer that God may bless them. But also, we're blessed with the Gradys, who have done an excellent job with our couples all year. God bless you. Appreciate them. Y'all stand and give a really guys. They have worked really good. This year we had our first marriage retreat. And had an excellent time together, so we had a chance to be part of that. We thank God for them, the marriage retreat work that happened on a monthly basis. They make couples get together, they make them have to get together and do things. I had us doing service the other week, and they've been such a blessing. We thank God for them and the work that they do. Brother Thomas James, where are you, bro? Is he here? Oh, Brothers Wall. The singles go to the man's house, eat up all his food. We want to thank Brother Thomas James for the work he does with our singles. He doesn't work by himself, but the singles work conjunctively together. And we appreciate them. They've had a very good, strong year this year. We appreciate our singles for the commitment they made to working together for the course of this year. Let me share with you, whatever work that we do in conjunction with our fellowship across the country as a part of Kingsley Terrace's work. So, therefore, together, collectively, we've impacted churches in Chicago, Washington, D.C., went to even Florida, of course, at the Southwestern Lectureship, the work we do in conjunction with Southwestern. I did a lecture there and did two workshops. Lauren and I did on marriage at the lectureship. Also, worked at the National Teachers Workshop. The graduation in Guatemala, scenes with Orlando, Florida. Of course, as alluded to before, we installed the Andersons at the work there in Montgomery. Our young adults, our next phase folk, traveled off to Atlanta earlier this year. We had a chance to do that. Our youth have had continued trips and continued on. We've had losses, we've had pains, and we also have had great successes, and God continues to use us for His purpose. And in spite of even the loss of our own wonderful and beloved Linda Price, I do want to commend our KT Family Chorus. Won't you applaud for the great work they've done? Leader, she's still here. And back to you, back. We want to thank her and the team that worked so diligently together. We lost Linda, but God is always working. Understand, any ministry you work in, whether it's preaching or eldering or deaconing or teaching or whatever you do, your job is to train somebody to take your place, because you are not going to be here forever. And we thank God for Linda because of the work she's done. She participated in the development and training of Lita and many others. And all of us, even my task, a time may come, there's a good chance I may not live forever. Last time I heard, I'm not going to make it that far. But I do understand when the time does come, somebody got to be ready to keep the ball rolling. Amen? And we're blessed with men like Brother Monty and Brother Willie, who always work so consistently. And we thank God for the new folk we had added to our family in the course of this year. And so I also want to add that this week had the ladies' days and ladies' night out, and the ladies went to the theater. Where's brother go? How you said it? Les Miserables. They went to that. All the brothers call it Les Miserables. It's not Les Miserables, but they went to the play. And they had a chance to be blessed by that event. They had a Secret Sisters Revealing Singles, had a Steady Knees old school, young school competition. Anybody know part of that?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Heard old school, old and out, amen. We thank God for that. And also, again, as alluded to before, keep Brother Hutchinson in our prayers. We're thankful every Tuesday night without fail, the addiction group has met, has worked together. You have a page, yes?
Not in the hospital, but sure how that got started. He is at home, he's sick when you rested.
Oh, bless you. Thank you, Sheila. Thank you. He's at home, Brother Hutchinson at home. Let's be praying for him as recovery. Okay, Brother Laurie is still in communities. And did you touch my thing here, man? What you did?
That's some music
What's
on.
going on with you? I grabbed your arm.
Oh, you brought my music on, man.
Hey, what's that?
Still hooked on that cool in the game.
And also for our men, authentic men began back again this year. We thank God for those men who've been committed to that ministry as well. And so many things have happened on the course of 13. It could not have been successful. And there's so many more ministries involved in for the giving the holiday gifts to the kids, Sister Brewer and the team work with her. The August event we do for the back to school. There's so many things that we're involved in. There's too many to list. And all the workers are far too many. But we do want to thank you personally for the hard work that you've done. We have had a great, blessed 2013 together. Amen.